Sarah J. Maas books tend to kind of get, you know, a little bit of a slap in the face for, you know, like feminism and like diversity. So I really, really like addressing these in my reviews. Tried to do my best for the second book, and I think I really talked about some things that were bothering me. So I want to do that again because there's a lot of points that, you know, made me question. So I want to talk about that again. Just to follow up from my last video, there are a few more things that started to bother me after I made that video. Number one, Rhysand is like, he is 300 years old. Or like more, like we don't know. Like he's older than like Dumbledore times 2. And that is not okay with me. I ship him and Feyre, but like didn't we decide this wasn't okay like after Twilight? But also like in Twilight, Bella's like a teenager. And in this book, she's an adult. But still, it's creepy. I don't like it. And I feel like we don't talk about it enough in reviews, so I just talked about it. Boom. Roasted. I got in a fight with some people on Twitter because I fan casted Ian Somerhalder, and it wasn't just about that he was too ugly and too old, which by the way, Rhysand is really old. It was because like they hate Ian Somerhalder because he's a vegan and more things, so. Story time. Okay, so like, also this occurred to me after my book talk for Mist and Fury, that Rhys is like, has this front where he's like this horrible dictator and he's so mean, and that's how he like protects his people. But isn't that kind of not very nice? Like, shouldn't we be fighting for civil rights and equality and stuff? Because, like, he has so much power. The Summer Court is, like, a great example. This guy is, like, coming out with, like, these great ideas. He wants to, like, make a difference. Feyre's like, yeah, like, what a great guy. I'm like, Rhys can do that. Rhys is so powerful and he could be making a difference. But, like, not even just in recent events when there's been a lot of conflict with the king, but, like, this whole time, like, Rhys could have really been using his position for good, and he's just decided to be a really scary leader. And I don't know if that was just kind of like a sexy thing, is that he's like really horrible and powerful, but I don't like that. Yeah, I'm just like, no. Okay, I also thought her tattoo was gone after the end of the second book when they like got rid of the bargain from the first one. So I don't know why her tattoo's on the cover, because I don't know, maybe it's just like an aesthetic thing. It feels kind of slow, but then we reunite with like Cassian and Mor, and oh my god, like heart-wrenching. Like after the whole like Tamlin thing in the beginning, because like, I'm just gonna skip through that because that was no fun. So we're gonna reunite with the Night Court, but what I wasn't expecting was that Lucien was gonna be there the whole time, so that was interesting. And another thing is like going to the Night Court with Lucien, you see like this whole different point of view. Like her family, her home is who all of Prythian not only hates but fears. Like these are scary freaking people. I love when her and Rhysand unite. It's like discussing the logistics of their relationship. I'm like, never before seen in YA. And then the plot, it was just about getting allies, and that was like the whole book, and that was rough for me because it was like, we need this court, but they want us to get this. So we're gonna get this for this court and they're gonna be on our side. It was just like you're playing this like video game and you just have to like collect all of the courts. And I just didn't like how that was what was carrying the whole story, because usually I'm just like lost. I was following it in this book and I was unimpressed. So that's what I get for paying attention to the boring stuff. It was boring. A lot of stuff comes back from Thorns and Roses about how Rhysand treated her, and I really like that because it freaking bothered me. You know, it's important to like go back and talk about that. I hate my notes because it just says page 514, birth control question mark. Oh, well, I guess that's pretty self-explanatory. Oops, I stepped on Neon Cat. We're just gonna have to wait that out. Welcome to my room. I guess I'm just trying to say they're having so much sex. I really thought the whole book she was gonna end up being pregnant, but she didn't, so, you know, whatever. Alright, Mor made such a comeback in this book. I had a lot of complaints about Mor in the last book because she did not feel like a person. She felt like an object that was supposed to be the female best friend. I take the female best friend very seriously. I think they're like the most important character in the story. I think Vita and Isabel and all these great female best friends have paved the way, and I thought Sarah J. Maas did a crap job. But in this book, Mor definitely redeemed herself. Freaking, she's gay! And like, my skin is clear, my life is in order, my room is clean, my homework is turned in on time. It needed that. Because there was something missing. There was a side of her that I couldn't see, and I don't know if that was planned in the second book, but it almost made up for it. And I love how you know, she's so old, just saying, and she's slept with a lot of men, just saying, and, you know, like, her experience is very unique, and I like that we go through that with her, and we find out that she likes women. Alright, one of the things that we have to get for another thing is the mirror. If you look into it, you'll go crazy, and they're like, oh, can't get that now we're gonna go crazy, moving on to the next option. So of course, like, when they're out of things to do, she goes to get the mirror. And this happens a lot in the book, is she goes to do something that's dangerous and she doesn't tell anyone. Oh my god, I just stepped on Nyan Cat again. Anyway, Reason's always mad at her and she's always like, I'm so sorry, but then she just keeps doing it. Their relationship really started with, she was experiencing freedom after being with Tamlin, but it's not just like, so I don't know if you knew this, but Sarah had previously said someone in the Night Court would die during this book, and that, whew, I was just hoping it wouldn't be Cassian this whole time, just because, like, I thought he was, like, an easy kill, just because he's not Rhysand. We know him pretty well, and I'm so glad it wasn't Cassian. It was Rhysand, and I was like, when it went on, I was like, oh, that's okay, like, it's Rhysand. He'll die, and then that will be it, and everyone will be sad, but I'll be able to live my life. And then Rhysand comes back to life, and oh my gosh, like, so glad, like, that's gonna be great. He's gonna be great to see in future books that take place in the world, like she said, and I'm glad that he's ending up living. When Tamlin gives the, like, his little last of the powers and to bring him back, and he says, be happy, Feyre. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that was me in math class reading that. So she's like, okay, Rhys, like, don't leave me again. And you know what he says? He's like, well, like, I don't feel that bad. Like, that's how I felt when you died under the mountain. And I'm like, okay, like, we get it. You were in pain. Like, it's not a competition. Like, that was just a really weird thing. He was like romantically like, now you know how I feel when I lost you. And I'm like, is that good? Like, what? Like, no, like, it wasn't fun at all. We get a little bit of closure with Tamlin. Like, we're not gonna, like, forgive him, but, like, you know, we see him a few times in this book, and it makes a difference, you know? The end of the book really just shows that the bottom line was about Feyre finding herself, and herself was really in this relationship that was, like, destined for her, and this court that is her home, and how she's been dreaming about it since she's been in the human realm. Basically slayed my life. I really liked it. It went by so fast. I had such high expectations. I mean, it was so worth the wait to just get the characters again, but, like, my expectations were, like, that we'd get, like, Mist and Fury, but, like, even more intense. But I guess, like, that wouldn't be good. Like, that would be unhealthy. Like, I would not be able to handle, like, another book that was, like, ACOWAR. Okay, my camera died and I don't have time to charge it again because I have to go to dance. But thank you so much for watching. 4 stars, great book. I still like Sarah J. Maas. I do like the series a lot better than Throne of Glass, but I'm gonna, you know, keep reading Throne of Glass. Maybe I'll actually finish it. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you. Bye-bye.